Said Wrestling Podcast. These will be top darn, aka They Don't Want None. We here to go over Impact Slammiversary of 2021. They had a hell of a card lined up. But without further ado, let's start with the pre-show, as it was a tag team match for the Impact Knockouts Tag Championships. It was Havoc and Rosemary with Decay by their side, going up against Fire and Flavor, Tasha Steelz, Kiera Hogan, your two-time Impact Knockouts champions. This was real energetic to start the show. At the end, though, it was a sleeper hold reversed into a tombstone by Havoc on Kiera Hogan, securing you new Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Havoc and Rosemary, how do you feel about that to start the pre-show?
I told y'all that was going to happen. I told y'all it was time for new champions. Havoc finally got a damn title on.
About time.
It's been a long time coming.
The third new champion since they brought the titles back.
Yeah, Fire and Flavor was two-time champions, so I think it was time.
It was time for a change.
I think it was time for a change.
Yeah, that was a good way to start off the show. A lot of energy, but goddamn it, the main card, it had to start off with a bang, because it was the return of the Ultimate X match. For the X Division Championship, you had the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, defending that title against the Desi Hitman Rohit Raju, the Ultimate Finesser, Chris Bay, Trey Miguel, the Canadian Destroyer, Petey Williams, and the inevitable Ace Austin. God damn it, when you just look at the people in this match, look at the athletes in Ace Austin and Trey Miguel and Chris Bay. You had the walking weapon who showed he can do anything. You had the veteran in Petey Williams, and then Rohit, he just plays all parts from comedy to acting. He played off of himself acting like he's scared of heights, not wanting to get up and grab the actual ropes. He used fucking chalk and a rope. He tried to use a cane, standing on a chair.
I don't know what the
Some type of rope
But
thing.
some of the best parts of this match, one of the best parts of this match, and I'm sure Don got another one, is the 5-6-way submission hold with the walking weapon hanging from the ropes all the way down the road. He had, it was a Trey Miguel and a fucking a cross face.
Yeah.
That was a good thing. Pretty much at the end though, with it just being the walking weapon and Chris Bay up at the top of the damn ropes. They take the belt off and they're grabbing, they're fighting over it. Ace Austin springs forward, tries to dive for the belt. They grab it up. At the end, it looks like Josh Alexander hit Chris Bay with the title. He falls. Josh Alexander still has, he still has the title. And he's still your champion. How you feel about this match?
A damn good match.
Damn good match to start off because Ultimate X was back. I'm glad that Josh Alexander kept it because I didn't want to see him lose his title like that. In a match with six other people and he had a low percentage of winning.
Yeah.
But everybody got to showcase their talent.
Everybody got some shine.
As Diesel said, Rohit got work in. I think Chris Bay got messed up the worst.
Yeah, he got especially because of the Canadian Destroyer spree.
Super. Yeah, he took two Canadian Destroyers. Then he took an avalanche super Canadian Destroyers. One of the main moves I was saying ever. And I'm glad that Petey Williams got to put in work. The veteran.
He did.
The most work in the
This is the thing of beauty, man. Everybody got some high flying action, especially when everybody was on the outside. It was like they was taking turns. All right, it was my turn, it's your turn. But this is how you start off.
Chris Bay had his cutter on Ace Austin while he was hanging from the rope.
So that was beautiful.
That's how
it was like a reverse. These was twisted around.
I don't know how many times Chris Bay fell to from a high height.
Hey, don't forget Impact Chat, their world was changing again, just like last year. Sure. And this was to start this next match. That was a mixed tag match, as it pitted the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers, and his tag partner, Tennille Dashwood, going up against always ready Matt Cardona and his tag partner, the hot mess, his fiance, the returning Chelsea Green, back to Impact. This wasn't the best match in any kind of gods, but it was entertaining to see how things mixed up. At the end, Chelsea Green and Tennille in the ring fighting against each other. They end up reversing their prettiest on each other until Chelsea Green got hurt. How you feel about that match?
It was a solid match to me. Brian Myers got to show what he do. Matt Cardona always ready. You saw he was always ready. Got to show what he could do. And the surprise of it is fiance now.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green, good for Chelsea showing up. It's the second wrestling she brought up in the last week, even though she still got the cast on her arm.
Yeah, and she actually got work in this match.
Yeah.
And won the
match.
She
won the hottest
I feel like it was obvious who his partner was going to be for people who know wrestling. and know about everybody, and also Matt Cardona getting his revenge against Brian Myers from the previous match. And remember what you was telling me how interesting the storyline was.
Yeah, because Tanel used to be his old old girlfriend. I didn't even think about that until they started saying something about it.
The entertaining match, very entertaining match. Our next match, I was interested to see how this would go. The man's undefeated. The guy, W. Morrissey, he was going up against one of the hardest souls of Impact. The guy, Eddie Edwards. This match looked like W. Morrissey may be in for his first loss. And damn it, he had to cheat. Because once he got out the ring, he took his chain out of his boot and hit Eddie Edwards with it. Got back in the ring. Mean ass powerbomb for the victory. How do you feel about that?
How I feel about that? Keep pushing W. Morrissey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He already beat the former world champion Rich Swann because basically he was too small. You already saw him take on what? Doing Ryback style handicap matches.
Hell yeah.
3-on-1.
And
he made him look strong. You made him basically beat the staple of the company.
Yeah.
So he pushing his way to the top in Impact Wrestling.
It's a solid winning victory for him. We gotta keep pushing forward.
This was an underratedly good match.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
My man got 2 Boston knee parties and couldn't capitalize. One of them was outside the ring and the other one he rolled out the ring.
Yeah. But let's just put it like this. The next match was completely out of nowhere. It wasn't on the card. You had Madman Fulton and Shera coming out there mad that they were banned from the X Division match. And for no reason at all, fucking Sky Moore come out there and said, I got a challenge for you. It's the return of Finn Juice from New Japan Pro Wrestling. This match was a couple minutes long. It ended quick when they got their finish, and Finn Juice got the victory. How do you feel about this?
Welcome back, Finn Juice.
It was just a return for Finn Juice.
Really made Madman Fulton and Shera look bad.
Yeah, look
two
bad.
big ass,
Exactly. Look how big they are.
Man lost to Finn Juice like 2.5.
Like, if y'all don't got nothing for them to do, they could have just stayed on the card.
Just have Finn Juice come up and say we back or something.
Our next match, a singles match. It pitted one half of the Motor City Machine Guns, one of the Impact TNA originals, Chris Sabin. He was going up against the leader of the Moose Nation, the guy Moose. This is just 2 good ass wrestlers to have on the card. And to my surprise, at the end, with a solid roll-up pin that I didn't see coming, Sabin gets the win over Moose. How did you feel about that?
I was surprised because I was telling Tuck that Moose had TNA/Impact Legends at the last 3 Slammiversaries, and I know one of them was RVD and Tommy Dreamer. He won them matches, and Chris Sabin is one of them too. So I thought he was gonna win this match, but Chris Sabin surprised him. He tried to do 3 roll-up pins in a row, and Derek worked.
Yeah,
it was a good match. 2 of the best wrestlers in the company. And I don't care what y'all say, it's no way Moose couldn't kick out from that roll-up pin.
They 2 of my favorite wrestlers in there. Chris Sabin's always been one of my favorite Impact/TNA wrestlers. Best X Division champion of all time.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, and a former world champion.
Yeah.
And
I was torn between what I wanted.
So you ain't know you wanted to win. The only way I give credit to them for the roll-up pin is they didn't know which one they wanted to win the match, and they know neither one probably could have won decisively in that instance. Being on Slammiversary.
Our next match was a fatal 4-way tag match for the Impact Tag Team Championships, as it pitted Violent by Design defending those titles, and there was a team of Rhino and Joe Dorn defending those titles against Willie Mack and Rich Swann, against the Good Brothers, the Machine Gun Carl Anderson and the Big LG, and the team of Fowler Bob, who couldn't have his guy TJP coming. He had a surprise. It was no way, no way. Jose, it was a decent match. We noticed that Violent by Design didn't get in the match for damn near half the match. And then Rhino and Joe Dorn got in late. Joe Dorn was distracted for some fucking reason outside of the ring. I forgot what happened. They put him on the apron or something. But anyway, the Good Brothers got the advantage at the end. A magic killer. They get the win. Once again, your Impact Tag Team Champions. A couple of Good Brothers. How you feel about it?
The devil way. A couple of Good Brothers, 2-time champions. I thought even them or Violent by Design was going to keep it, but it was time for the Good Brothers to get it back. I thought he was going to beat Finn Juice the last time before Finn Juice got cashed in on Violent by Design to win the titles, but
yeah,
Good Brothers, 2-time champions.
It was an okay match to me, but I felt like it should have just been shouldn't have been no fatal 4-way between the teams. Like, what was followed by? I mean, TJP wasn't there. Well, but they got followed by no way, and then you had Rich Swann and Willie Mack And then for the way the match ended, it should have been just them two. Rhino got in the ring, got 2 moves done on him, and lost the match.
I don't know what was going on with
I mean, the Good Brothers do got the titles back,
it's
though.
Slammiversary, so they're going to try to fit as many people as possible.
Yeah.
But like I told you before the show, to me, it was only 2 options to win this match: VVD or the Good Brothers. And it made sense to me to see the Good Brothers win it because they're going back and forth between Impact and AEW, and it will look damn good this Wednesday if you see the whole Elite come out there with titles, with the Bucks having theirs, the Good Brothers and Omega having all his titles, and Cal's right. It just looks like
and they got their titles back.
But our next match, it was the Virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo, 2-time Impact Women's Champion. She was defending that title against a mystery opponent, and it ended up being the former NWA champion, Thunder Rosa, getting a shot this time. But ladies and gentlemen, it didn't make a difference, because at the end, with the Costa Nostra, Deonna Purrazzo is still your champion. And what's next for her? Because at the end, Mickie James comes out, invites her to NWA Power, gives her a nice kick.
Country.
Because Deonna said she was taking her moment. She didn't like it. But Mickie James got the upper hand. How do you feel about that?
I thought Mickie was going to be the mystery opponent, but it ended up being Thunder Rosa. But Mickie James back. I think she might show up in NWA.
Yeah.
You think she might?
Yeah.
I think
She a big enough star now after being a 2-time knockout champion. Beating nearly every time by
she had been beating over her since her
been champion for like a year.
Her 14-month run back.
But that really looked like 2 of the best women wrestlers in the world in that match. With Thunder Rosa.
It was a good match.
Like when you just saw them live across the ring, it looked like a superstar showdown match.
It was time for our main event of the evening. For the Impact World Champion, it was Kenny, by God, Omega. He came out with all 4 of his titles. He laid down the other 3. He only carried the Impact World Championship around his waist to the ring. He had the guy, the invisible hand Don Callis with him, and he was ready for a show. Ladies and gentlemen, he was going up against the Callahan Death Machine. He was going up against Mr. Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down, the Draw, Sami Callihan, in a no DQ match. This is possibly the best match of the night. I liked it. So Kenny was outside the ring, pulled some chalk or something from under the ring, threw it in Callahan's face. Don Callis said it was soft. He bumped into Brian, having to grab him, power drive the shit out of him. Left the Good Brothers to come out. But they got stopped, took back to the back, so they never really got the chance to actually interfere. After Callahan brought in the thumbtacks, a couple of V-triggers, shoved some in Callahan's mouth, another mean-ass V-trigger. And you know nobody gets out from Impact of the One-Winged Angel. Kenny Omega, yet again, still your Impact World Champion. How do you feel about this?
To me, that was a match of the year candidate to me. That was one of the best matches of the year I've seen. I thought Sami Callihan was going to win, but he didn't. Of course, the Good Brothers was going to try to come out and cheat. That's what the Elite do, or whatever they call it in stuff these days.
It's just tragic, man.
It's tragic. It was a damn good match, but once the Good Brothers won the titles, I knew Omega was keeping the Impact.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I drive off the apron.
Yeah, that was mean.
Callahan got stomped on the back by a table. Callahan raised this man's face with a pizza cup using forks and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about death matches like the barbed wire one on AEW. They ain't need barbed wire, but they made this one look good, guys.
No, it was just a no disqualification. You had everything in there.
He just continues to go through Impact's best chances to get their title back. At the end was the interesting part. On Impact to end the show, staring down Kenny Omega, the IWGP Open Neverweight Champion, the leader of the Bullet Club, the Switchblade Jay White was in the building, and he stared down Kenny for a minute. These guys, they all wanted the too sweet, and he just stared them down. And that's how Impact went off the air. Guys, what do you think about this?
I don't know.
It's interesting too because they talked about Bound for Glory coming up, and they don't want notice how all the collaborations going to be involved.
They showed New Japan, AAA, all of them, even AEW. So that's how I thought Omega would keep it out too. Once they showed that too.
Yeah.
And Bound for Glory and Slammiversary is that 2-bit pay-per-view, so maybe he'll lose it at that. But you gotta see, is Jay White coming to Impact?
What type of affiliations he gonna have?
All the Impact? Is this a Bullet Club war going on again?
Yeah, we have no
idea
what's going on.
Is it gonna be Jay White versus Omega? for the Impact Raw title.
Or
don't know
was
yet.
this just a warning? Let them know I got some IWGP people ready to come over here and get busy.
Once again,
I liked it.
Impact Slammiversary delivered for like 4th year in a row. That best pay-per-view of the year, cause one of the best pay-per-views this year. Everything on the card was solid to me.
The No Way Jose.
You had all them surprises.
I mean, you had surprises.
People
You
coming back.
had something for everybody.
Look at Impact roster now. They really building up their roster.
Yeah, they
And
solid.
it looks good.
This is our review of Impact Slammiversary. These are needs help and they don't want none. We'll be back with some more Impact very soon. We out.